Daddios. This week we're gathering. We got all kinds of friends yet. It's a real smattering of different types of guys. Here's all their names. It starts with me. You can call me Andrew James.
I'm Lance, and I'm here to dance.
You want to rhyme?
I thought we were rhyming.
That's my part right here.
And Colin is here, and so is Peaches and Vincent, and we got two guests here today to tell you about childhood memories.
Guests, please introduce yourself.
Yes.
Welcome, guys.
I'm Fatbody.
And I am Scott Charboneu. Nice to meet you.
Scott, tell us about your podcast, where you're from.
Oh, yeah. I run gigapunch.com. We do stuff on movies, video games, sports, and basically anything you can kind of nerd out on, all that kind of stuff. We do the Gigapunch podcast. And we're doing a couple new ones. We're going to do Answer the Damn Question, where it's basically just ask questions to each other. And we got the Splash Zone, which is our video podcast, which is pretty gnarly.
Now, how often do you put these up?
The Gigapunch is every month, and the Answer the Damn Question is going to be a weekly show, and that's coming out really soon.
Excellent.
Good shit.
Yep.
All right.
Well,
So our call-in topic is childhood memories.
yeah, it's a pretty broad topic.
Guys, I don't even remember my childhood. So.
Has that been up on
man.
for an hour now and nobody's called?
Yeah, if anybody wants to call now, I mean, they can't hear it now anyway. Cause this is,
Dude, everybody's going to call in the future.
this is a live show.
Dude, I just put a thing on Facebook. I feel like I'm talking to them, but I'm not. Like, nobody's listening right now.
Hey, it doesn't matter. We should start with our own childhood stuff first, and if people call in,
All right, we'll start with childhood dreams. What was your dream as a child where you'd see your life right now?
like we're talking very beginning. Like
first
No,
dream?
not like you're like, you're...
Or like,
not
dream.
literal
No,
dreams.
we're talking about
No,
like
no,
actual
I'm
future dreams.
I'm
What
talking.
did you want to be when
I'm
you
talking
grew
about
up?
like being like a Power Ranger or something.
Yeah,
something like
Yeah,
that.
I wanted to be the Black Power Ranger, man. The Mammoth. Oh yeah, man. Now we're talking. Yeah, I wanted to be the Mammoth Power Ranger. And
Here's Mastodon.
the Mastodon.
Mastodon.
Yeah, it was.
His name was Zach.
Was it
Zach.
for sure
Because I
Mastodon?
had
Yeah.
the birthday
Definitely
Zach, the video.
Yeah,
That's
Zach.
Black Zach.
Dude, and then Zach kissed a girl, and I was like, dude, what are you doing, man? And then like I couldn't like him
Kimberly?
anymore. No, I think it was just his girlfriend on the show.
Billy probably never kissed a girl.
Yeah, that's what
No,
I'm saying. Is
yeah.
that when you went to the Blue
Billy
Ranger?
did.
Yeah.
Dude, here's one thing
Bill-
about
Billy,
Power
like,
Rangers,
dude,
like,
Billy's
there's
a
no way
fucking
it's an
virgin.
accident. Like they had the black guy wear a black suit, and like they gave like the girl like a pink one, and then they gave the Asian lady like a yellow one. Like there's no way any of that.
The
was
most
not
offensive
perfect.
part is everyone knows that, but then they reveal in an episode that the Red Ranger is Native American. That is completely
Go the
real.
extra mile.
That is completely real.
Racism was cool in the 90s, though, man.
Also, White Ranger,
The best.
white.
Tommy.
Tommy.
Yeah, but how do you explain the green, man? He was green for a
I
little
don't know,
bit.
probably Irish.
That is true.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah, dude.
Or he was sick all the time.
He's got lupus. Put him green, man.
Get him on house.
Oh, we have our first.
I overheard someone say they were like, "Yeah, you thought Tommy was great with that Green Ranger, but then he went and pulled that White Ranger shit." Like I just heard a stranger say that on the train.
Hey, we have a first caller. Hold on.
right.
All right, here we go.
All right, you're on.
Hey guys, what's going on?
Hey,
What's up?
is this Dan?
We're Colorado again.
It's who?
I knew it, man. I knew it.
Dude, once we brought up Native Americans, he came back up.
His ancient ancestors let him know.
What?
Dan, how's that casino coming along?
The casino? Well, you know, I'm still working on the permits, but hey, I'm still working, so it's good.
So, tell us your childhood story.
That's the key to happiness, don't you know?
Yep.
What's tell us about your childhood dreams and memories, or at least one.
Childhood dreams. This is an easy one. Growing up, I only wanted to do one thing. I wanted to work at Blockbuster. That was it. Dreams of wearing the fucking khaki pants. Sorry for cursing. I had dreams of wearing the khaki pants, and I had dreams of wearing that blue shirt. Boy, would I rent out the best VHSs.
Did
Even
dreams
if
come?
they had late feet, hey, I'm a nice guy. I'll wave them.
Did your dream come true?
No, it didn't. Every blockbuster been like a week. Nobody's written films anymore.
Hey,
Jacob
I'm gonna-
working at Family Video.
Yeah, he's working at Hollywood
Just
Video.
wait.
I'm gonna be. I'm gonna be
Hollywood
completely
We got the
honest.
Schnucks video rental
You're,
department.
you can still have that dream come true. It's not too late.
Do they?
It's getting
You're
there.
right.
Never
It-
never
never
give up on your dream.
It's getting close to being the
I'm
end.
your red box mechanic.
No,
Yeah,
you
you
better.
were like,
There's still one Blockbuster on Tesson Ferry, isn't there? They're about to close that.
There's
or-
still
No,
one.
no.
None in
There's
Denver,
that-
Colorado, boys.
there's that
It's a
Family
sad,
Video
sad day. I can't even
like
find a Hollywood video anywhere.
Yeah, Family Video's still going.
Yeah, dude, and they give like scholarships to college kids.
You
and
can be
shit.
the guy that's inside. You can be the guy.
Family Video Scholarship.
You can be the guy inside the red box.
Dude, you
It's
get
not
one from
automated.
Hobby
There's a
Shop.
guy they hire to go inside.
All right, well, Dan,
You know,
thank you so much for calling in, man.
Sorry, your dreams
thanks,
are
boys.
dead.
Have a good evening.
You too.
Keep on keeping on.
We'll talk to you soon.
I got an idea. So I texted John Bogaski and told him he should call in, but I think it was the wrong number, and he changed his number. So that's who I was talking to on the phone just a minute ago. So we should call them and ask them about all this stuff.
About their childhood memories.
Yeah, do it.
Hold on. Let me.
In the meantime-
I'll text the message. Who should I text the message? The number to.
Colin.
In the meantime, you guys have any stories or
Dude,
anything?
I'll tell you what my first childhood dream was. Like, I wanted to grow up and be like a sewer worker. Like because the Ninja Turtles lived in the sewer, and that way I could hang out with the Ninja Turtles.
but still have a day job.
Yeah, but I'd still be working
Dude,
and stuff.
it's not even working when you're
And
hanging
like
out
they,
with the Ninja Turtles.
they would just give me pizza and shit, and like it'd be amazing.
Did you know Daredevil got hit with the same toxic waste in the eyes that
The ooze?
that the Ninja Turtles got? to
Wait,
mutate
Wait,
them?
what?
Wait, yeah. How does that cross
They were,
over there?
they were
How do
doing the
figure
same
that
thing,
one
weren't they?
No, Daredevil. Well, Matthew Murdock, who turned into Daredevil, got hit in the face with a barrel of toxic waste, and then he had like all those weird radar senses happen. And then the toxic waste fell into the sewer underneath it. Made them
Dude, do turtles even live in the sewer?
Wait, no. How?
No,
how
they
did
were
this get
pets
addressed?
that got.
Oh,
The thing was, they're not actually in the same universe, but the origin story, the Ninja Turtles, like is frame by frame the same as Daredevil in the the Daredevil comics.
Okay.
So like. For no reason in the Ninja Turtles comics, some random blind guy gets hit in the head with a toxic waste. It's not addressed.
Instantly, they're like Daredevil. Daredevil, Ben Affleck, right
That's where
there.
it came from. It just spawned.
now, like, I know you guys have been pranking your neighbors for years as little kids.
Oh yeah.
Ding
Oh
dong
my
ditching,
God.
man. We got to talk about ding dong ditching.
Yeah, absolutely.
Andy, remember when we were ding dong ditching with Justin? And there was those people that lived on your street that we always called the aliens that we always fucked with because they were crazy.
Yeah.
And then we went to ding dong ditch them, and we got up and we were like getting all hyped up for it. We were like hiding behind this fence, and we were like, "Fuck, dude, you do it. No, you do." We were getting all like jacked up to do it, and finally we got the balls to go do it, and we go to the fucking door. And there's a sign on the door that says "Come in." And it was the scariest.
Dude, like,
No,
all these
we
people...
didn't actually, but
all
we
these-
should have. We should have just came in. That was the sign.
All-
We should have went and hung out.
all these people as kids, like, were like, those people are psychopaths. They're crazy. But we're the ones knocking on the door at 3 o'clock every single day of the week, like, driving them crazy. Like, they're like, oh, these people are nuts, man. I don't
Wait,
understand.
is that why they put the "come in" sign on there?
Dude,
They had to be
nobody will
hit
ever
like
know.
10
Dude, it
times.
totally
They,
worked.
they like thought they're like, oh, these people keep ringing our doorbell if they leave before we get there. Next time we'll just put a sign up that says "come in." Like there's actually like really nice
I thought it
driving
was like a problem. Like,
They just hang up a come in sign every night before bed, like on their front door, like to anyone that walks up.
Dude, that is so creepy.
It'd be cool if you open the door and there's another sign on the wall that said "get out."
Oh, dude, like
like immediately.
me and my brother were like the biggest pieces of shit when we were little. Eric, you guys all know Eric, and there's this family called the Rivas out in Jefferson County where we lived, and we would go out like every night and we'd bring like a bunch of like ketchup and like like ranch dressing and like salt and pepper and shit, and we would go and like
Make them a sandwich.
we'd go and like dump it in their swimming pool.
Oh my god.
Yeah, and I remember my cousin one time came and they weren't home, so he started jumping on the trampoline and he decided to take a piss while he was jumping on the trampoline. So he pulls his pants down, he starts bouncing, and his dick's flopping around, and he's peeing everywhere, and shit, he's getting piss all over him. And then the family drives up in their driveway, and we're like, shit! We ran through the woods.
Covered in piss.
Wait, somebody said they came home and saw that.
Yeah, dude. Dude, we were assholes.
Dude, when I was in high school, my buddy was a delivery driver for Domino's. And there was one night that he got a really, really shitty tip. By that, I mean no tip. And he got pretty pissed off. So me and my buddy Dan went with him. And the whole plan was to just shit on their front doorstep. So, so I've got my pants down. My buddy Keenan's got his pants down. We're trying to take a shit. Not out of nowhere, we just see like the raging hell of Dan throwing his shit at their glass front door. And this shit broke the window.
The shit heard around the world.
Oh, man.
Yeah, that was the fastest drive out of that subdivision ever.
Dude, what were they like when they got back? I mean, were they like, our window's broken. Shit did it.
Did he grab it with his bare hands?
Well, yeah, like bare hands.
Jesus,
Oh,
man, he hated him.
Bare hands, shit to glass.
Dude,
You
that'd be
hate
like
someone so much you'd grab your own shit.
That's pure hatred.
Oh man!
Oh,
well, I didn't get mine out, but Keenan did. So there was like shit, broken shit glass everywhere, and then a fresh pile of shit on top of the welcome mat too.
Dude, those people
Dude,
have
they like
cleaned
cleaned it up with their hands and like cut their hands open with like turd glass. Like,
Yeah, dude, they get all like infected and die.
E. coli.
that was the end of that person's life.
You guys like murdered that dude.
They had it coming.
He better tip next time.
All because they wanted to save a couple pennies.
Dude, I
Tip
hate
his
that
way
shit.
to hell right there.
Dude, I said that in the last one. That's ridiculous.
You did?
Me and Fatbody have the same brain.
I'm going to say Fatbody's real name by the end of this. It's
Dude,
going to slip.
I didn't
Hey.
hear the last one.
Yeah.
By the way,
Dude, the last one's the best.
if you're wondering who I am for Fat Body, I live in the Suplex Duplex,
Yeah.
which is what we decided to call tonight with Colin and Lance.
Suplex
But,
duplex.
I haven't been.
Dude, I
able
go
to
I go
be
by
on here.
Gallimimus Peters on here, dude. I
Dude,
really do.
honestly, like, if someone hears the word fat body, it's not going to be hard to trace it to you. Like, one
Yeah,
step,
dude.
Like,
Yeah,
not
but
that
that's
you're
like
fat
our-
anymore.
that's like our
I mean,
friends.
everyone knows. Like,
I think it's just like public knowledge now. Like everybody knows you're fat
What's
body.
your Facebook name?
That's what
Everybody.
Jason calls
Dude.
me.
Does he
hey
still?
guys, if you say his real name, I'll just like splice in you saying fat body.
Fat body, fat body, fat body.
So if anybody actually says his name, then I'll cut in the sound of everybody at the place
All right,
saying
let's do it.
fat body.
Everybody, on the count of 3.
Hi.
2, 3. Fat body.
Fat body.
Say his name.
Oh, I thought we were going to say his name.
No.
Fuck, that was a hit.
Wait, you're all gonna
Let's
say
try.
his name?
Let's try it again. Like
Wait, are we
everybody,
saying his
everybody
name or
uses the
his
same
nickname?
voice. It's got to be the most dead voice ever.
All right.
Fat body.
No, wait.
Oh shit! shit!
That's
Now
the
you.
first one I've been about.
Oh no, there's like 4 of them.
Yeah, there's like 5 or 6 at least.
Okay. Okay. Fat body. That's what it is. Okay.
All right.
Ready?
Yeah.
On 3.
Okay.
1, 2.
Fat body.
Oh. I said on 3.
Are you fucking kidding?
Oh no!
Hey, so Lance on this one,
I
we say
swear
fat body.
not
Come on,
trying to
say
do
fat
that,
body.
man. Fat body.
All right. 1, 2, 3. Fat body.
That's gonna be like the 6th time they've already heard
Yeah, I
that.
know,
That's the
right?
first time we said
Andy
it.
has so many fat
Oh,
bodies
man.
to choose
I-
from.
Anyway, moving on.
I apologize for that.
I think Lance should talk about one thing that we all experienced as a child, since we grew up in the same area, and that's cicadas.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Well, dude, there was one year where like two, what do you call them, like the hordes came out of the ground. I'm thinking of like Gears of War.
No, dude, it's totally Gears of War.
Yeah, dude, two hordes came out of the ground at the same time, and there was like millions, and they screamed
You got your
all
neighbor,
night.
right?
Yeah, they grabbed my neighbor by his ankles and lifted him up so fast his head hit the ground.
Dude, I like experiencing cicadas like now as an adult because we're like way more immature than we were before. Like,
Dude.
when Tony went on a murdering spree.
Oh yeah,
Yes.
I got a tennis
he was
racket.
yeah.
It was all about killing him.
Ian just used to eat them. Like, he would walk the wall and eat them. Like, just how they work. Like, alive. Making those horrible noises. He would just chomp on them. Like, he didn't give a shit.
They have like climbing claws. Remember those climbing claws? They'd like
Yeah,
stick to your
dude.
shirt and stuff.
And then you'd find like
dude,
dead corpses stuck to trees for like years
years
after that.
like literal years.
Like, they're back! Oh, it's just a corpse.
My tires were like covered in them from top to bottom,
The
and then when I
tires.
drove away, it was like.
There's just piles of them in the streets. They all just like piled up dead in the streets, and like you threw a rock at a tree, and like they just made the sky black.
Lance, you remember when we were kids? We used to. That was like cicadas came like right when kids found out about laser pointers, and we would like shine them in their eyes and stuff and try to like blind them.
Up close into their pupil and see if they like how
See if they'd explode.
are we gonna like ask them if they're blind?
Like,
I think it's blind now. Now release it.
See if it does anything non-cicada-y.
Dude, cicadas are ridiculous. They're out now. They're out all the time, but they like.
I think they
hide all the
attacked
time.
Georgia a couple weeks ago.
Dude, those.
they were supposed to come to New York, but they never showed up, which I don't have a problem with at all. I'm so glad that they never
Dude,
showed up.
next time I will eat them. Like I want to try like a fried cicada.
When is the next cicada party?
It's every 7 years or something, and it's like every like 72 years when the two hordes. I'm speaking out of
Yeah,
that.
when
podcast.
both factions combine. Like,
We gotta,
Yeah.
we gotta record one next time they come, like outside with that noise.
Dude,
going
you
the whole
should,
time.
like, insert
And
that
we'll
noise
record
right
them, like,
now.
We'll just eat them. We'll all have to eat one alive at the same time when we're
Oh,
recording.
crunchy up close into the microphone.
There was
It's
a
all bound now.
no, you could like roast them on a fire.
there's one year.
There's no
You
reason
gotta
not
eat
to do
them
that.
live. You gotta take the. I want to feel their life escape between my
In all
teeth.
honesty,
Dude, their little tweezy toes will get your tongue, dude. Like,
Yeah, that's probably true.
Dude, in all honesty, like you step on bugs every day. You just step on like ants' spines while they're working hard for their queen, and you cripple them every day.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't kill bugs unless I have to because I realize that every day of that bug's life is shittier than the worst day of my life. Like, they wake up naked, just glad to be alive, and then they scream in a tree for like a mate to come have sex with them once, and then tear their guts out in front of everybody. Like, their whole existence is like absolutely ridiculous.
Dude.
And then you just see one on the table and you're like, ew, and just smash it. Like, no, dude, that thing woke up naked trying to live. Like, it's the hardest. We have a call.
We're getting a call.
we got a call, man. We got a caller.
All right, caller, you are on. Welcome to Daddio Patio.
Hey, Daddio Patio. This is Dr. Kohansky.
I don't
All
believe,
right,
I don't
doctor,
believe you.
welcome.
Go ahead.
A real doctor.
All right, doctor, what do you got?
I'm from Planet DMAP, which is actually a 3,000.
Thanks for calling,
Wait,
doctor.
Wait, give him a chance. Give him a chance. Give him a
Okay.
He's
chance.
a doctor.
You're
for crying
drowning
out loud.
though.
Okay, tell
You're
us.
not doing so well.
Tell us about your childhood memories.
Well, I'm calling specifically because I'm the #1 fan, and I wanted to give you guys my
Is
social
this
security number straight away.
Yeah, go ahead. Say your social
Yeah,
security
say it.
number.
Join us.
All right, Andy's got it. It's
Fat body. Fat body. Fat body.
Yeah.
That sounds pretty legit.
That
Andy,
sounds like a
Andy,
real
believe it with
shit
fat body
sex.
though.
Hey,
right number digits.
I'll believe it. I'll believe it with Nick.
Fat body.
His real name. The whole thing. Say Nick.
Fat body.
God damn it! Go!
What do you mean, Nick?
Fat body.
Real name? That is his real name.
Andy, you're making
No,
so
my
much
real
work
name's Fat
for you
Bob.
right now.
Okay, is that all you called for? Do you have a...
What?
oh no,
Tell us
no,
about.
I'm definitely the #1 fan. I'd like to speak to you guys about a couple different topics. I was wondering what the topic. You know, I'm
Yeah.
calling from over 3,000 light years away. It'd take longer than 40-second conversation here, guys.
What happened when you were a kid?
Well, actually, I'm calling specifically to speak to Lance. Hello, Lance. This
Hey.
is
You got shunned.
funny story. When I was about 8 years old, we went to the Goedeker Superstore off of Limburg and Limay.
You gotta be shitting.
And
You're still alive?
my father is an executive chef, so he was only off on Sundays. So he wanted to buy a TV and entertainment center, but he could never fucking go because they were closed on Sundays. So my father hated the man, and since it hated Steve Goedeker, because we could never buy anything from accommodate to our needs.
All right, I'm sorry that's happened
Man.
to you. Your
Shit.
childhood is terrible.
Well, hey, Steve got you. He got you.
It's amazing you traveled 3,000 years for that. Steve
Yes, I know.
should have opened that on Sunday.
I wouldn't travel that far.
All right, we're going to let you go.
All right, man. Hey, thanks for calling. We'll talk to you later. And thanks for giving your social security number and joining the Army.
Hey, he's an excellent
thanks,
fan.
Daddio,
Reviews
Daddio.
on iTunes.
Yes.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you, pal. Take it easy.
Thank you, buddy.
Dude, do you guys want to hear my Goedeker
Wait, who
story?
was that?
I'm not sure.
I don't know. Some
Dude, he's from another dimension.
planet.
Yeah, that's,
Planet.
Oh,
he's
planet.
3,000 light years away from here. Dude, I
He's a
delivered
doctor.
pizzas to Goedekers on Christmas. Like, it was insane.
Wait,
like,
they work
I
on
was
Christmas?
terrified. Well, Christmas
Wait, they
Eve
work
or
on
whatever.
Christmas Eve,
It was a
but they
party.
aren't-
Like, I was
okay.
at Domino's Pizza, and they called and placed an order for like 1,000
My thing that
pizzas.
I spent $1 million.
So I took 1,000 pizzas up there. Maybe not that many, but it was a lot.
1,000.
Did it,
Yeah.
did it look like a cult meeting?
It was at least like 13 pizzas.
Were they all
I
dressed
don't
in
think I
red?
could fit 1,000 in my car.
So I went to the
Buddy.
Goedeker Superstore, and after the gates opened and the flames subsided, I was able to get in the door. And there was like a huge party like upstairs, and I was trying to find Steve Goedeker so he could pay me. And after like getting through this like mass of crazy people, I finally saw his eyes, and he came over and like he signed the slip, and like it was like $100 order. He gave me like $3 for a tip, and I was like, "You definitely are Satan. Like, why wouldn't you tip me?"
Damn, dude.
Like,
$3.
I was like, "Come on."
I'm glad his
Dude,
brother got his nerves yanked out of his leg.
Well, now we can address the who did the photo on Twitter. Was it
yeah,
yes,
none of us know who that is.
Was it
I don't know.
Slabraham?
Slammerham Lincoln? Slam,
Yeah, it was
Sam.
Slammerham Lincoln.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Slammerham Lincoln.
whoever did that is great.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
So we
It
don't
scared
know
the
who
shit
did
out
that
of me this
picture.
No.
morning.
It's probably Steve Goedeker.
Steve Goedeker.
Sam, he's like setting you up.
So you finally found me out. That was just a real picture.
That's just a selfie with no filter.
Yeah, we were talking
Yeah, that's
about
what I was
this
going to say.
earlier.
He didn't even edit it.
Dude, it looks like Linda Blair from The Exorcist. It's crazy.
Dude, the best part about it is like the shines on his teeth. Like
Dude.
it's like
It
terrifying.
looks so
thought it was
moist
braces.
and moldy at the same time. It's
Blood.
so bad.
It's all the blood.
Man.
Oh god.
It's
It's a
pure
child
blood.
flesh that's just like coated his teeth, man.
Dude, once again, we've drifted towards Steve Goedeker.
Well, okay.
Dude,
In all fairness, that wasn't our fault. That was totally that.
Dude, it was,
That
it was our
Dr.
destiny,
Plastin's
though.
fault.
Dude, it was our
Yeah,
destiny.
Yeah,
but this is the
Dr.
first time in, like, what, 2
Klockenstein
episodes?
can't call again.
No, I think we talked about him last episode.
No, we did
too.
not.
We talked about his nerves getting ripped out.
No, he was sitting on that kid's
His
back
brother.
while his nerves
Yeah.
were getting ripped
Yeah.
out.
You're right. So it's 2 times that callers brought him up.
Yeah.
Because Dan Goedeker
Yeah,
brought up.
that's true, dude.
Well, no,
The last
then,
couple times we haven't. It's been the callers that brought
But
it.
no, it was Peaches that brought up. Peaches was like, was it Steve that sat on his back and like chuckled while the nerves got ripped out?
Wait, you asked if he looked like the other uncle looked like Steve. While Dan was telling the story, you like stopped him. You're like, now wait, does this uncle look like Steve?
What's hilarious is the
Dude.
whole time I was wondering if that was him or not. And I'm so glad he asked that question.
Dude, if they're reptiles, they all look alike. I mean,
Yeah, dude, the reptoids from beneath the earth.
I'm getting destroyed, man. I'm gonna be picked up 40 feet in the air by his claw and eaten.
His claw. One claw.
One claw just picks me up by my neck.
40
Gosh,
feet in the air.
like my front door.
Dude,
He's gonna
Man.
bust through that window right there, next to Captain America.
Yeah.
someone else go with a childhood memory
Yeah,
or
yeah.
a dream.
Well, how about like your first like video game, like Nintendo or like N64?
My first memory was Mario 1 and Duck Hunt. I played the shit out of that.
Dude, yeah.
I remember being right up in the screen with the Duck Hunt gun, like, you know,
On
like
the
about
TV?
to break the TV because I'm pressing so hard against it.
Dude, I didn't know how that worked until
I got to like round
a month
1,000
ago.
one time.
Didn't I tell you about
I
that?
still don't know how
It's ultra red light, isn't it?
No,
Or
it's
ultra
You
violet.
pull the trigger, and then where the duck is leaves one dot, and the rest
like a
of the
square.
screen goes black, and then
So you're
the sensor picks
firing-
up that dot.
You're
You're
firing the...
firing the screen at the
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, like it makes
Well,
the
you're not
screen
even firing
flash.
the gun.
And if your gun's
You're
lined up
shooting
where the one
yourself.
dot is, then it's good. Yeah.
I still don't get it.
That's like if you were sucking a bullet out of the air into your gun every time. Like shooting a gun and a bullet was sucking directly into the barrel.
Your hand would explode.
Dude, that's why the dog was there. Just like making sure it went in.
Was only the-
That will go deep, boys. We go deep.
Like the dog's gonna do something about it if it sees that it's going wrong.
Right.
Like before
That's why he's
that.
laughing at you and shit.
I got a ding dong ditch
Hey, wait.
story.
Can you compare the
yeah.
sound? Can you compare the sound I just
Tell
made?
this story.
Wait. Can you compare the sound I just made of the dog with
That
the
was
real
pretty
one?
close.
One more time. That was pretty
I
good.
thought that was a horse.
No. The dog when he laughs at you, he's like.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, I'll add that. And
Fat body.
you remember that one tape that's like
You better
somewhere
beat that.
deep in my house where it's like you with a headband on, you point at the screen, you make like that horse noise. It's like.
Yeah. Dude, that
I
was...
wish I could find that.
That's a
you
good
need to
childhood
find
memory.
it and edit that in. Good luck.
Yeah.
There's a job for you.
Dude, this whole
way.
podcast is gonna be a job for you bleeping out Nick
Fat body.
name.
God damn it, dude.
Sorry.
No, it's fine.
All right, huh?
I'm just gonna call him Nicholas.
Fat body.
That way he doesn't have to beep it.
Everything's good.
No, you do.
Yeah, if you say Nicholas.
Fat body.
Okay.
All right.
I got
This is gonna be a cluster.
All right, let's get back on track.
Ding dong ditch story. This is what grade? 6, maybe.
ask
Me. Yeah. Do you guys know?
This was 6th grade.
No. It was me, Andy, my friend Matlock, and
Matlock?
Justin. Yeah.
Yeah, from the show. It was Matt.
And
He was in sixth graders.
Andy and Andy's next door neighbor. His name was Arns, and he was the meanest guy ever, man. Like
I don't see it yet.
he was just like he was a total ogre of a human, and like freaking he was a total neighborhood scumbag. And so Andy and Nick Matlock like freaking ding dong ditched him like 4 times in a row, and like every time he'd come out in his whitey tighties and his newspaper and look around like all mad and shit. Even though he had to know it was his next door neighbors. Because we threw lava rocks at his roof every single day. And freaking...
We would do it like after we ding dong ditched him, we'd like throw rocks at his
Dude,
house.
we do it after we got off the school bus. It would just be like a routine. We didn't even laugh about it. We just threw rocks on his roof and then went inside your house. But,
It wasn't even funny anymore.
yeah.
Part of our day.
But anyway, okay, so they're on there like... And me and Justin were inside because we're kind of smart about the whole thing. We're like, dude, they've done it 4 times. We're not going to do that shit. I don't know how they convinced me, but on like the 6th time, Andy and Matlock were like, come on, guys, just come on. And then, so me and Justin end up going, and so all 4 of us are walking over there, and we're about almost there, and I turn around, and Justin's just booking it. He's running. Justin can sense things way earlier than an average human. And freaking, so we don't even think nothing of that. We just keep going. And so we're walking up, and dude, it was like from like an 80s movie. Like, Andy and Nick... Like I saw the gremlin in the bushes, dude. He was like a gargoyle, like behind the bushes, like, and it was just him and his whitey tidies with a mean face. And Andy and Malik didn't seem they saw me like freeze, and so they both turned their backs to Arns and looked at me like, "Come on, man, what are you doing? Why are you just standing there? Come on, let's do this." And then Arns freaking burst out of the bushes. He's like, "You boys having fun?" And we're all like, "Oh." And like we all like backed up. He's like, I know it's been you damn kids ding dong ditching me and throwing them rocks on my roof this whole time. Do it again, I'm gonna call the cops. And like we're like, oh, like I don't even think we said anything, but
yeah,
dude,
I think we just ran back inside.
Paralyzed.
We like looked down once and like he
it
said
was
that, and
terrifying,
ran back
dude.
Inside.
His eyes were he had gray bags under his eyes and horseshoe haircut. And greasy mustache that dripped with barbecue sauce.
Dirty underwear.
We got a caller.
Oh, get a caller.
All right,
Okay.
caller, you're on Daddio Patio. What can we do for you?
I'm on Daddio Patio.
Yeah, son.
You're on it.
Oh, hey,
Hey.
patio.
All right, pal. Tell us about your story.
Is this Pat?
Well, here, it doesn't really have anything to do with well, my childhood memories, I mean, kinda, but Lance,
What's up, man?
you remember when I told you my life story and you wrote it on your palm?
Yes, I do. I wrote it all on a pen with a pen.
Like, do you remember? Like, I started telling you about this dream I had.
I don't remember the dream. I remember the whole thing with drawing like your life story.
Describe the dream.
No.
Oh, really? Oh, the dream.
Oh shit.
It was like I don't know. It came into my. I was listening to one of the other podcasts earlier, and it like came into my mind. Like I don't know. We were all at like some like lake house or something like that. I don't know, but like there was a lake, and we were on the porch. It was like screened in and shit, and all these people were like the people that own the place were like, yeah, you know. Don't fuck with the sheep, and then we're like, what are you talking about? Sheep are coming up, and they're like, yeah, don't mess with them and stuff. And they started coming up on the deck and stuff.
The sheep?
We just like spraying them with hoses, and all the black came off them. There was just like all this sheep fur everywhere. And,
I think they call it wool.
well, the dad, there was like, and then there was like a party like down the street or whatever, down the gravel road or whatever the hell it was. And the dad's like, "Oh yeah, you guys can't go there," and all this. Like, you have to be friends with my son. He's like, "If you're not friends with my son, we're gonna kill you." And we like all escaped and stuff, and I forget what was, and then next thing I know, I'm like,
Hey, Pat, what's the moral of the story?
Yeah, we gotta hurry this along.
I have no idea.
Okay.
I was thinking about when I told you my life story. Now,
Yes.
I don't think this is the format or the medium for a life story.
not at all. Not at all.
All right, Pat. Well, hey, thanks for calling in, man. We will talk to you
Hey, I
soon.
love you.
Love you too, man. Take it easy. Hey, the whole thing with the sheep kind of. You guys remember Scholastic Book Fair?
Yeah,
yeah.
bookmobile.
That was so awesome.
Dude, where you get like the dopest posters known to man.
Yeah. Well, the reason why sheep reminded me of that is because I used to read the Paul Zindel books, and there's this book called Locke with a Loch Ness monster that like it ate the sheep off the shore and it like pulled people out of boats and stuff. That was like the number one book I remember, but the whole thing was exciting. So.
Dude, I remember the smell of the bookmobile, like, parked outside. I remember the sound of it, and then they'd let us, like, go and get in the bookmobile, and it smelled, like, so
and dude,
fucking weird in there.
The dusty individual they hired to, like, run it.
Hurry up and get your book. This is the bookmobile. This ain't no county library.
Dude, like if it wasn't for the bookmobile, I like would never have like discovered Star Wars when I did, because I went in there one time and they had like these 3 like giant, you know, like Star Wars books with like pictures from the movies and shit, like the 3 original movies. This is before the prequel came out. And, like, I got all 3. I was like, this is the coolest thing I've ever seen in my life on the bookmobile. So I checked them out, and I read them in the order I thought they were supposed to go. And I read Star Wars, Return of the Jedi, and Empire Strikes Back. And I was like, this makes no sense. And then my dad was like, those are movies. So I was like, okay. So then we rented them from Schnucks.
So the bookmobile like shaped your life.
Yeah, dude, it changed my life. The bookmobile changes kids' lives.
There was one time at my school that 2 bookmobiles accidentally showed up, and it was all very confused.
There's 2 bookmobiles with different books?
It was all very confusing.
They have to, like, get out and fight them.
Yeah, like, this is my turn.
Bookmobiles, like, joust with, like, sticks.
No, you're at Washington Elementary today.
Dude,
that's
Scott,
awesome.
and you're like talking about how Star Wars shaped your life, and you're wearing a Star Wars shirt.
Oh, yeah, dude, I am.
Dude, the bookmobile put that shirt on your body.
Dude, for real. I owe it all to the bookmobile.
My bookmobile took shirts off my body more often than not.
Dude, the smell of the bookmobile. How old were those books?
The booktastic bus.
It's like, this book's pretty old. Should we throw it away or give it to the bookmobile?
Like, I remember thinking the bookmobile was like huge when I was in like second grade, and like if you went in it now, it'd be like the smallest thing ever.
It'd be like pushed against both
And
sides.
they probably only had like 100 books.
It's like the superhero vehicle of like the lamest superhero ever.
Each page is just filled with like asbestos and lead paint.
Language.
Dude, guys, you know what the best books were the freaking Animorphs, dude. The
Yeah.
Animorphs were the shit.
I didn't even read them, but I just flipped through the bottom corner.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
always wanted to
Oh,
see
did you
like
change?
yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, dude.
You wanted to
Dude,
see them
you're a
change,
bitch
and you
in
wanted
the
to see the
Animorphs world,
hologram
man.
cover.
Dude, especially the is it the Andalite? Andalite?
Andalites?
Andalite.
Yeah.
No, dude, I read
And the
Goosebumps.
Yeah.
The
yeah.
Work Bajor and the Taxons and the Andalites and the Yeerks. I remember all this shit, dude. But the only thing is, like, there's nobody in the world for me to talk to about it, so I need to, like, get on, like, an Animorph forum or something, like, make friends. Because I have, like, all this knowledge.
Does anybody still talk about this?
Dude, there's probably like a subgroup on Reddit or something for Animorphs.
yeah, for sure.
And like everyone
I bet
just yells
there is.
at you because you don't got it right.
No, dude, Visor 3. Visor 3 did
I read
this.
this is not a lie, I read the concluding book to the Animorph series, like, it was, like, about 2 years ago now. So I was, like, 22, and I read the concluding book to the Animorphs.
How was it? Spoil it for everybody.
No. I still want to. You sent that to me, didn't you? You sent me a link to it. I still want to read
No,
it.
I was sending you a link to a different one, but I'll totally spoil the ending of the Animorphs book right now.
Why?
Spoil it and then bleep it out.
It's gonna take a
The
lot
chick
of
that
fucking
turns
time.
into a bear all the time, she dies. So one of the Animorphs died, and then like I think they get like famous or something. Like everybody knows who they are, and then at the end they're on some spaceship and they fly into like Satan. Like they fly into this evil being that like gets in all their heads and tells them that like the universe is collapsing and like that it's like a cosmic war between good and evil. It's like actually kind of cool. Like
Whoa, dude. What happens to like Falco or whatever that guy who can never like turn back to a
Tobias?
Yeah.
Well, dude, Tobias, that's ridiculous. I knew that, like, immediately. Tobias turned into a hawk, and you can only turn into a hawk for 2 hours. Or, I mean, you can only turn into any animal for 2 hours and then you get stuck for that animal. But he was a hawk for over 2 hours, so he got stuck as a hawk. So he was like a hawk with, like, a man mind, so he had to, like, live in the woods and eat, like, rabbits and stuff raw, but he had, like, a human brain. But then they gave him the power back to morph, like one of the Andalites or whatever. So he could still morph and be a human every once in a while, but his main form was a hawk, so he always had to come back to being a hawk.
So,
But
Why couldn't he
that's
just?
all.
Why couldn't he just be a human for 2 hours?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was wondering.
Well, hey, yeah, he could be a human for 2 hours and then become stuck as a human again.
Yeah.
So
Why wouldn't
But
he
then I
just
guess-
do
So
that?
why did he do that?
He started to eat too many rabbits and trouts, and he
He's
liked it.
Dude, I mean,
Fuck it, the wilderness.
He can't hold a job that way. You
Dude,
can't
no
just
one-
hold a job if you're constantly turning into a
shoot
hawk.
as a hawk.
The pressures of modern
don't need a
society
job,
don't
bro.
affect me here.
What job do you need, dude? When you're
That
hungry,
is true.
When you're hungry and you need shelter, like you build a nest or like you snatch a baby rabbit.
Seems
and eat
shitty
it
to me.
Dude, he's
raw,
an
like-
apex predator.
Dude,
But
yeah.
honestly, that's the same for humans.
Except humans got to deal with like grocery stores.
I
No,
can't-
you don't, dude.
I can't bang
Not
a
if you
bitch.
live in the wilderness.
Yeah, that's true.
I can't bang a bitch
You
if
ever
I'm a
watch-
hawk.
Yeah, you could bang a hawk.
Dude, that'd be like, dude, imagine that, like, you're interviewing a guy for a job and you have no idea that, like, 2 hours later he's gonna, like, morph into a hawk and fly back up to the forest and, like, fuck a girl hawk.
Dude, you can still
Dude.
bang a hawk.
Dude, that guy's
You have
like
no idea
bestiality,
that your
dude.
janitor's
Would you-
a secret hawk.
What if it?
High school
It
janitor.
flies away at the end of the day. They're like, how come Larry doesn't have a car?
What if it happened like while he was like, dude? What if it happened like while he was shaking the guy's hand? Like, congratulations, you got the job. And then it turns to a talon into like the boss's hand, and like he's shaking hands with a hawk in the room. Like somebody comes in.
And after you shake hands, it's too late.
Shit, I already hired him. I can't get rid of this hawk.
No, dude, I never read Animorphs ever. I read Goosebumps a lot.
Yeah, lots of goosebumps.
Like they
should,
had
call
like
that
60
random
of them, I think.
Oh, yeah,
And
Colin, did you get that number?
What number?
Oh, yeah.
Call that number.
Okay.
Dude, I was such a lazy kid that I would always pick the book with the least amount of words, like I Spy, Where's Waldo, Captain Underpants.
Those aren't books. Like that doesn't count as like.
Dude, but that you had to grab a book
Yeah,
in the book
Magic
bus. So I would grab one of the books.
Booktastic.
That's on South Park, the Scholastic.
You mean bookmobile?
Shit.
Bookmobile,
We've been talking about this already.
God damn it, Nick Janet.
Dude, the cool thing about the bookmobile, I guess we're back to bookmobile, is that you could just get a pass. Like, you could be, like, in the middle of math and be like, hey, I'm going to go get a book from the bookmobile, and you can leave class and go to the bookmobile. It's like a ticket to a fun world.
But did you need like a library card too, though? Like it was like propaganda to get you to sign up for a library card.
No. See,
Yeah, you did have to get a library
forgot
card.
about
I
that.
remember that. And they'd scan it with that little thing, like the barcode on the back with that red gun or whatever.
Dude,
see, not at Windsor. It's just like, oh, you're going to the bookmobile?
Dude,
see
another
you in a couple
thing-
hours. No worries.
Couple hours.
See you
Lance,
tomorrow.
you remember the
man. No
you
fuss.
remember the size of our librarian's ass?
oh, that was an ass. Dude, her ass was the size of a table.
No, like it was insane. There's not
Her
any
butt-
words for it.
Dude, her
And,
butt...
like her body was just like the rest of her body was like kind of normal. It was like a stick with like a workout ball attached to the back. Like you know those workout balls?
No. Each butt cheek was a workout ball. That's how big it was.
Yeah, that's
Dude,
accurate.
she couldn't bend her knees when she walked because her butt put so much pressure on her legs that she had to like just waddle with like steps. And dude, her butt stuck out so far you could like sit on it like a chair. Like we never did this, but we thought about it. Like,
we could have, dude. We could have rode her like an ostrich like around the library.
the slowest ostrich
books.
ever. Dude, but she did. Even though she had a Pinocchio haircut there, I remember that. It was great. She did know where every book in the library was. So, God bless her heart.
God bless her ass.
God bless her ass.
Haircut means.
Like who memorizes? I don't know what Pinocchio's hair looks like. Like you just know what Pinocchio's hair looks like.
I got an idea. It's like
She wore that hat.
It's,
That
it's,
tattooed hat.
it's like a bowl cut with a part, isn't it?
I just googled Pinocchio haircut.
It's in a bowl cut with a part, I think.
Dude,
I'm positive.
I don't
where's
know.
the hat, man?
No, he
never
the
got a
hat falls
haircut.
off.
He's what?
He gets the hat taken off
You
when
never
he,
got a comb over, man.
when he gets the shit kicked out of him at the kids.
Oh yeah, the donkey kids. Like,
Yeah.
dude,
Okay, yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
those kids were fucking
Pinocchio
jerks.
haircut,
Lampwick,
look it up.
what a dick.
Dude, Pinocchio's kind of a fucked up movie.
That movie is fucking crazy.
Like, what do they
Dude.
force him to smoke cigars and then
Yeah,
like
he's-
turn them into donkeys and shit?
Yeah, dude, that scene is scary as fuck, dude. I actually saw it on like a scariest movie list one time.
Call that
Like,
number.
seriously, like that scene when the kids turn into donkeys, it's so terrifying.
Dude, it is.
Is this that wrong number that you had earlier?
Yeah, it's a wrong number, so it's strangers that we don't know, and let's call them and just ask them about their childhood.
Okay, I'm
Are
not
we
gonna.
calling them?
I don't want to do the talking though. Someone else has to. Do
Can you
this.
hear Andy?
Andy, can. Well,
I don't
yeah,
know.
we could. We'll
No,
be-
they already talked to me. Lance, talk to him.
Lance is in the bathroom. Lance.
I'll talk to him,
Lance-
but I'm just gonna say hi. You're on Daddy-O Patio.
Lance spent his.
Fatbody's gonna talk to him.
I have a childhood story we can talk about while I wait for Lance.
Okay, let's do that.
So I was on the playground during recess, and there was like a wasp nest. And me and two friends were playing next to this wasp nest, and we heard it like kind of buzzing. And so I think maybe it was a hornet's nest, because I don't think wasps really buzz. But we were buzzing at it, and we were like, it was buzzing back at us, and so we kept buzzing at it. And then the recess aide saw that we were just like fucking buzzing at this hornet's nest. So she got the janitor to knock it down so we'd leave it alone, which is the stupidest thing could ever do. And then all the kids gathered around to see this hornet's nest get knocked down. And then all the hornets like stung the janitor, stung the recess lady, and a bunch of the kids who were gathered around, but not me and my two friends. they fucking knew, man. We were butts. We were buzzing with them.
It's always funny when the janitor gets stung.
Yeah, then he flies away as a hawk.
Yeah. He's like, I don't need this. I'm an apex predator.
Dude, we need to talk about the janitor, because...
Oh, wait. Andy wants to call this wrong
Okay.
number that he had earlier, and you're going to do the talking.
Just
Lance.
tell him you know
Who's this?
Andy.
We don't know.
no, is this the person that just
Who
texted
do you
you?
think he was, Andy?
No. That's not it. This is the people that...
It's not the... But, hey, make sure it's not the number of anybody who just called.
It's not.
It's not that.
Why does everybody want to talk to me?
No.
Just call these...
You're doing
We'll see what they can bring to the table.
Before we were recording, Andy thought this was one of his friends, and then he called it, and it's not one of his friends.
So it's just somebody. We don't know who this is.
All right,
we're going to call them, and they're going to be on Daddio Patio, and they're going to tell us about
Ask
their
them if they have
childhood.
any questions for us.
Okay.
Hello?
Hey, welcome to Daddio Patio. Do you have any stories from childhood?
Man, who the heck is this?
I thought you called...
It's Daddio Patio.
Oh, yeah, it's Daddio Patio.
Man, can you guys get a life and stop calling my phone? Because I know Daddio Patio is not calling my phone. They're almost 12 at night asking for stuff for
Yeah, this...
some childhood. No.
Oh, is this like a real person?
Yeah.
Yes, what do you mean?
I mean, I thought you were like a CGI character.
All right, sorry.
No. Sorry about that. We won't disturb you again. Okay. Anyway.
That went really well.
Yeah.
You were a CGI character.
All right. Oh yeah, janitors. We need to talk about the janitors because, dude, those poor janitors had to like scoop up puke with their hands and stuff, and like
Throw sawdust on it.
Yeah. Oh, that blue dust. I remember it.
Sawdust on it.
Or yeah.
Wait,
I
Dude,
swear
this-
to God, that got in my mouth.
is it
awful.
Lance? Is it your dad that paid a janitor to eat a turd? He swears he does.
Yes. Okay. Yes. Man. Oh man. Okay. I don't know if my dad or was one of my dad's friends. It probably was my dad if he's saying it was one of his friends. But they had a janitor that like there was a turd in the corner of the bathroom and it had been there for like a week. And it had like maggots and shit in it. It was like really just rancid.
Why didn't he fucking do his job and clean that shit up?
He didn't. But they like, I don't even know if it was $5. It might have been like $3 or $4. They're like, hey, take a bite out of
The
that turd, and
economy
we'll
was
give you
different, all right?
$3 or $4 if you take a bite out of that turd.
Yeah, you got to adjust for inflation.
Yeah.
By today's standards, that's
Yeah.
probably $3
Turd
or
inflation.
$4.
Anyway, the guy took a bit out of it, or a bite out of it. He took a bit of the turd in his bite, and dude, like this, like maggots like fell out, and like, oh damn, not worth whatever
Dude.
they gave him.
The maggots aren't even the grossest part of that.
Yeah,
like
maggots. That's so
disgusting.
sick.
He ate human shit. He ate human shit for $3.
So-
Like, that guy's scaleless. He's
Dude, we
ruthless.
paid $1 for this one kid to lick the corner of the lunchroom one time. It was awesome.
Damn.
Totally did it.
We had a janitor that would remember your birthdays and play Happy Birthday to you with an accordion. And then,
Yes.
Oh, wait, you're the same
Yes.
brother. Also,
Dude,
he gave
yes.
us candy all the time. And, like, he was super cool. And then, like, looking back on it now, we realize that guy is super creepy that he remembered our birthdays and gave
Total
us candy
pedophile.
all the time.
Yeah, that guy's a
And
pedo.
and he went to my school too, and like I didn't even know that he went to Collins school, and we totally knew who it was. Like
We didn't say his name. It's Jerry. He's dead now, so...
oh, so we can talk about it.
Oh, he's
Dude,
dead.
he was a traveling janitor.
Dude,
He just travels from school
give,
to
like,
school.
Travelers Hawk.
Dude, he'd give like roses to kids and like kiss them on the cheek and stuff at like variety shows and stuff, and like play his accordion.
Jesus.
Yeah,
So he was a pedophile?
Yeah,
or
I
just
think
a
the moral of the
creep,
story.
or I guess a
Dude,
pedophile for
you know
Also-
what's really funny that
also he
I've like
touched my
realized
ring.
now about our childhood is like we always thought our parents were like all these like perfect people and they knew like what was going on, but I realize now that like every time we went to any kind of like social thing like up at the elementary school or something, like it was just an excuse for like all of them to get drunk like the whole time. Like our parents were just gathering and getting drunk and talking about like buttholes and turds, and like we thought they were like so much different than us, but they were just like trying to have fun too, you know.
Yeah.
And most of them are probably like almost our age now. Like there were people like at the freaking elementary school that were like well, actually I don't know, people had kids earlier then I guess, but
Yeah, dude,
I
I
don't know
mean,
what I'm
I have a
trying to say.
kid who's 3 now, and, like, all I want to do is just go somewhere and get drunk now, so I totally understand.
yeah, like dude, like as a kid, like you think everything's so much different than like if you revisit it as an adult. Like I
Yeah.
went back into Rogers, and the place is like tiny. It's like minuscule. My forehead was like scraping the tile on the top. They're like knee high. Like it's insane, dude.
Dude, my
but
da-
it still smells the same. They couldn't change the smell. Like, there's nothing
You can't
that they
take that
can do
away
to
from
change
you,
the
man.
smell.
My dad said that like the variety shows and like all those things that the kids put on, like it would just reek of like alcohol in the crowd, like because like parents like had to do something to get through the horrible show, like they'd have to like put something in their soda bottle or something, like
Just bring a flask in.
Yeah, like there's no way I'm watching an hour and a half of this shit.
Man, that's very true. I remember like every like school function like that. My parents like, we got stuff by QT for a second.
Yeah, dude. Like
you never saw shit.
Dude,
bingo, man. Bingo night.
All the school picnics would have like gambling and booze too.
Yeah.
Like
that's what I was
while
thinking.
the kids rode rides, the parents would just get drunk and
Yeah, like, we thought it was all this like innocent fun, but our parents were getting wild the whole time.
I thought they just had lemonade, like tickets.
Dude.
You're on the salt and pepper shaker, and like your parents are like having sex in a Johnny on the spot.
The shotgun and beers.
Speaking of the,
I always thought as a kid that I don't know. My dad's natural scent was just beer. I thought beer just smelled like my dad. But then
That's like Stallone. Stallone's like Bush.
Dude, there's a picture of me as like a 3-year-old like drinking like my dad's Bush, and he has the best mustache.
Dude,
it's awesome.
I thought my dad's mustache was green until I was like 11 or 12. Like, dude, look at all my pictures as a kid. It's like lime green. Like, I painted it on all those pictures. I don't know why. It's really weird.
you can't just look up and see the evidence that it was not.
No, dude, his face was imagination. Like, everything like above like child level was just imagination.
You never looked your dad in the eye.
Yeah, that's true, man. That was all just like the sky, like up there. That was a whole different thing.
What is that?
I didn't know what was going on. I remember like going to family parties and wondering like why people were laughing about the things they were laughing about. Do you remember that? Like when I was a kid, I'd listen to adults laugh and. Like, they'd all, like, say something stupid, like, oh, Johnny's, like, gonna get fired or something. Everybody's like, ah! And I was like, that's not funny. Like, no, that's funny.
Yeah, dude, I remember, like, watching movies with my dad when, like, stuff I didn't understand would happen. I'd be like, what does that mean? He'd just be like, well... And he'd, like, make some shit up. Because he didn't want to tell me about, like, rape. So...
Dude, imagine like what we're gonna have to like conceal from our kids growing up.
Oh my god,
dude, it's impossible.
It's impossible.
You're not gonna be able to.
They got the internet now.
You can't shield your kids from anything anymore because there's Google and there's smartphones and like, dude,
show them
if they have any curiosity about anything, they can just find out, which is great. Because dude, I had HBO in my room when I was a kid, and like I saw everything by the time I was like 10 years old.
Oh, yeah, dude, like Real Sex, and all that shit.
All those HBO shows.
Are you talking about Real Sex?
Yeah,
I used
dude,
to
like
watch Real Sex. I would stay up to watch it when I
I
was
saw
in,
this dude like
elementary
make a cast of his boner one time. Like his girlfriend had to like keep him hard for like 20 minutes while the cement dried. It was really fucked up.
God, man.
And did it work?
It worked. It totally worked. Yeah, he was making like a dildo of his own dick to give his girlfriend as a gift.
Wait, was it actual cement or was it?
It was like
Cement.
you know how they made Mrs. Doubtfire's face.
Yeah. They used the same mold,
Right.
Like, but before Robin Williams put it on.
Yeah, it was the exact same mold.
This mask smells funny. I don't understand.
This dildo smells like Robin Williams.
Why is there so much hair in this?
You could go put a print of like your wiener and ball sack in like wet cement on the street, and then it'd be there for like 20 years. Like people would be able to see your wiener like on display for like.
Dude, it would just look like a hole. If you had a boner, you're like, "What's that hole?" And then you start to finger it. You're like,
No, like, dude, like lay your wiener across that, stick your wiener deep into it.
But that's what we're talking about.
No, I was thinking like the portrait view, you know? So you got the dick going sideways with the balls hanging out.
Dude, why would you? Dude, there's no way you could get away with like sticking your whole wiener in without anybody seeing you do that on the street.
You guys,
or if you got stuck.
I just realized something. Like this podcast is about childhood, and now we're talking about having sex with wet cement.
Dude, but it all like comes back to like how like fucked up our parents are.
Dude, tangents.
Like nobody grows up, like at all,
Dude,
except like teachers. Like that.
No,
they don't grow up either, man.
What about
they just cast an illusion for
Okay.
like 8 hours a day.
See, yeah,
so
like
they can-
everybody's just a kid still.
It's only an illusion that's keeping you from having the fun that you had as a kid. I mean, you're not gonna have the same like spectacle of seeing like new things. We can still have the enjoyment of doing like crazy shit, but people are too proper about it, and like they're all like, "Oh, that's a kid's thing. That's a."
Dude, I had a high school principal come into range and leave me his number.
Dude, that's awesome.
Wait,
No, that's well. No, it's
Did you
Wait,
know
was it-
him?
was
Like,
it
what?
she?
No, what was the deal?
no. It was a guy. It was
Oh,
a
okay.
guy. No way did I put off towards him.
So-
Oh, I didn't know it was like a
Yeah,
gay
we-
thing. I thought he was like, dude, you want to hang out sometime and drink?
no, that'd been awesome.
I thought it was like,
He's
hey, remember I was your
You
you want to
principal?
call him now? You want to call him now?
We can
Go
pull
in
it
your
up.
wet cement.
No, it was something like you were very sexy after he told me he was a high school principal.
It's like Billy Madison, where he's like P.S.
What
and
the hell,
horny.
like-
Yes, I'm
Yeah.
horny.
Let's expose him.
Let's call him out to catch a predator.
To Catch a Predator. That's a whole nother episode. We can talk about that.
We should have a Catch Predator
Dude,
episode.
for sure.
We should actually try to catch a predator.
Dude,
Catch
we
Predator.
need to call
We
people.
Catch Predators. We with Van Hole is
We
Wait,
did catch predators with them, and I still
your
have a
basement?
close.
No place that like where we like live or anything. I don't want no fucking
No, we
creeps
did
knowing-
it in your basement. Remember that?
Oh
On
yeah.
the webcams.
Wait,
Justin
wait a
took
minute.
a picture of himself with a wig on, and then after that, immediately took a close up of his butthole, and we were like sending it to these like
yeah, dude.
Dude,
these predators.
and Katie was there one time, and we like had her chat with somebody, and the dude was like dancing with his wiener out in front of his webcam, and then we turned the camera around and showed all of us guys laughing at him, and he was so mad.
Dude, it's so terrifying knowing like how quick like all you gotta do is put like 12 female location
USA.
Yeah, what was
USA,
our name?
and you get like
What was
1,000
our
like
name to lure these guys.
I
What
don't
was
know.
it?
It was like Angel Baby or something like that.
Yeah. It was like Angel Baby, and every chat room we'd go into, within like 5 seconds, a bunch of dudes would
They're like-
message us,
Yep.
and it would take like 2 words to like have them jerking off on the
Dude,
camera.
yeah.
Like that's all it took.
and they'd be like in like motel rooms and like shit like that. Like they'd be like away from their like
They're-
lives that they go to every day.
And children and family be in the background.
And I want to say that so Van Sant took a picture of his butthole like up close, and when we sent it to this perv and stuff, and but so I still have that picture of his up close butthole on my computer, and I still do. I've had it for like years. But
Make it your background.
so
So does that guy.
I like photoshopped it onto Van Sant's mouth, and his butthole that surrounds it. But it looks like a handlebar mustache. And it looks like Van Sant's making like a kissy face. And we put it on Facebook. And so like on Facebook there was a tag picture of him, but it was his butthole instead of his mouth photoshopped on it. But we didn't tell anybody. So like all these people had to see this picture of him and have no idea that they were like glaring into his butthole.
And like Facebook hasn't taken it down or anything.
Dude, they would never know
No,
that's his
Van
butthole.
Sant untagged himself, but Facebook.
Now, why would you do that? I don't understand.
Dude, you know, like, if you, like, bend your elbow and you get that little crease and it looks like a vagina if you get really close, like, we took a picture of that and put it on MySpace, and, like, they took it down and said it was pornography. I was like, that's my elbow, dude. It's not a vagina.
Did you message them back like, no.
Yeah, I was like, my elbow has, like, 2 creases, so it looks like I got, like, a little clit and stuff.
You got the
Like a
perfect
before and
vagina
after,
elbow.
like you're excited.
like that.
Got about
And I got
2.5.
a regular one.
Couple minutes left here.
Let me see that
2.5
other one again.
How much longer do we have?
Hold on.
2 minutes.
What's something childhood related that we could make the final?
Ultimate final topic.
Ultimate final topic here.
Ultimate final topic.
Yeah,
Ultimate final topic. Ultimate final topic. Eagle noise. Eagle noise. Eagle noise. Eagle noise. Eagle noise. 5 more eagle noises in quick sequence.
Jets.
All right, that's enough. That's
Fat body. Fat body.
okay.
We should sing the theme song to a show we all used to watch.
Doug.
Oh wait,
That's
wait.
a good idea.
I
Hey,
do.
it's a wonderful time today where you can learn to work and play and work along with each
Let's
other.
get along with each other.
Okay.
Hold on. I actually
All
do
right.
know something that's kind of cool. From childhood.
Hey there, let's get. Is that what you're talking about? Go
No,
Island?
no. I was gonna say.
Oh, Binya man.
I was gonna say, hi, I'm Eliza Thornberry, part of your average family. I have a dad, a mom, and a sister. There's Darwin. We found him, and Donnie, he found us. About our house, it moves, because we travel all over the world. You see, my dad hosts this nature show, and mom shoots it. Okay, so we're not that average. Between you and me, something amazing happens, and I can talk to animals. It's totally cool, but totally secret. And since then, life's never been the same.
Oh my god.
Nice man, cool.
What's the
Also,
topic?
Damn.
Wild thornberries, man.
No.
Rapid fire, Colin, just start naming.
Grossest kid memory. What was it?
Yeah.
how about the commercial where he's
Guys,
like,
guys, we didn't even bring up Pokemon.
Oh,
dude,
that's
don't even get me started.
That's a totally
I'll
new
be back
episode.
on that show.
Pokemon is another
We
topic.
kind of blew it on the childhood activities.
Dude, we can never really
Chuck,
blow it though
yeah.
because there's like so many things that come out of
I
our
talked
brain.
about
We only
being
have
the
an hour
Wasp
to talk
King.
about it.
Yeah.
Like it's very, very hard.
I was the
We,
Wasp
we
King.
dedicate a lot of
Grossest
bookmobile time.
Grossest thing you've ever ingested is the final topic.
Grossest thing you've ever
Grossest thing for me, I didn't even know the milk like curdled when it got
Oh.
old. And there was like an old milk carton in the back seat for like a month. And I freaking just poured that guts down my throat. It was so rancid, so gross. That's not the last time I did that.
Dude, all right, I got 3 awful things I've
All right.
ingested.
Hurry
Okay, my first one, my older brother Dan paid me $5 to eat a live mealworm, which I did, and then he said he was going to give me $5, but he didn't, and he just like gave me a wedgie and a figure 4 in the face. and then recently I ate fish and chips on 145th Street, and it was the worst food I've ever had in my life. Not even worst fish and chips, worst food I've ever had.
I think I was there for that.
And it was the worst shit ever. And then the worst thing I've ever ingested ever in my life was one night at the Charboneu's house, actually, and we all made disgusting drinks for each other when we were in high school. And
I did.
Nick
Fatbody!
made Nick
Fatbody!
this disgusting mustard mix or whatever.
Yeah, dude.
And it had like I was like trying to psych myself up for it. It was like ranch dressing, like chunks of cheese, like coffee beans,
Yeah,
salt,
dude.
like cinnamon, and like I was like, dude, it can't be that bad. I'm just gonna take a sip of it and swallow it. It's gonna be fine. Like it's all just food. I can just do it or whatever. And then I took like one drink of it, and it tasted so awful. And I swallowed it, and I had a mustache of chunks and ingredients. And I just immediately dry heaved in the sink like 30 times. I was just like,
Dude, that was a fun night.
Thing I've ever had.
Dude,
in my life.
Fatbody's disgusting mustard mix. I completely forgot about that, man. Dude,
All right, are we going?
Yeah.
I don't really have one, but I have a good
We
story
can come
because
back,
one
dude.
of my buddies a couple weeks ago had a bloody ingrown toenail.
Oh.
And
then
you ate it.
And we paid another one of our friends to eat it.
Oh.
We all threw in $5, and he had to chew on it for 20 seconds.
Oh, that's totally nasty.
Man, you're sick as
How much you
heck.
end up making?
What?
How much?
$20.
20. Oh.
Dude, that's not worth it.
A bloody ingrown toenail
Oh,
chewed
dude.
on for 20 seconds.
I
to
bet
swallow.
even
Shit,
wasn't
I'd do it.
Are you kidding me?
No.
All right, I guess I have like 2 things. The first one is like one night after we drank like a case of Busch beer, we dumped all like the remnants of all the cans into one glass and I chugged it. And that was disgusting. Yeah, it was pure backwash.
I would
And
call that a
Busch.
minesweep.
Yeah. And then one time I was eating this sandwich at work, and I sat by my friend Adrian, and I was just eating this sandwich I made from home, you know, with like all the last ingredients I had. And like I was sitting there, I ate like half of it, and I was like, dude, this like tastes really weird. He's like, really? Yeah. Oh, I don't know what's wrong with it. And I like look at it, and I like ate like a moldy piece of bread. And I was like, oh, dude. And he's like, yeah, I saw that earlier, but I didn't say anything. Just let me eat this sandwich with mold on it.
Dude, all right, you guys know where that Chick-fil-A is in Arnold?
Yep.
Yeah.
You guys remember when it was the Hardee's?
Yeah.
Ugh.
Way,
Yes.
way back in the day.
Yeah.
So when that final day was
I got
closed-
diarrhea from the
Oh,
Hardee's.
dude, you had diarrhea walking in, smelling it. It was just like diarrhea, like dojo. But
That should be the
Okay,
name.
beginning of the episode said suplex duplex. We're now diarrhea.
That is
Dude, the only problem with that is if we're called Diarrhea Dojo, people are just gonna shit everywhere.
it's like fucking
They're gonna-
Shit everywhere and like
I have to explain that to other people. Like,
We're gonna be
to,
doing
adults
like
and
kata.
You
stuff.
have like a girl
And
over.
shit.
Welcome to the diarrhea dojo.
No, so
It's all anal all the time.
All that means is what we're gonna say about Hardee's.
Yeah, what about Artie's?
We're going on parties.
all right, so the last day that original Hardee's was open, I had a couple friends that worked there, and we would always go in there, no matter who was working, or we didn't even work there. We would just go back and make our own food, just because that was the management style of that Hardee's. So the last day, they were closing out, getting everything out. They pulled back one of the greasers, and there was like a thick black tar substance. Like it's been sitting there for years.
Sorry. I know where this is going.
Yeah. We got the only dude that actually worked there that actually let us come in and like make our own food and shit. We got him to drink that. The black
Dude, that's probably seriously like health concern juice. Like, dude, that'll stop your heart, man. That's like
totally.
He was sick in the bed for 2 weeks, man. Like, he didn't come out, man. He like instantly got green.
I'm
We
a
went
puke,
to Steak
for
and
real.
Shake afterwards. Like, couldn't look. He couldn't look straight, man. It was very, very bad. He potentially almost killed.
Was it like pure? Was it like it was like pure grease?
I
on
didn't
it?
even watch it, man. It was that bad. It was so.
Dude, grease and tar.
It was like it was sludgy, goopy, like slimy, like but it still had like a liquid tint to it.
It was like a jelly donut or something.
Oh fuck!
Lance
It was bad.
It's got a creamy liquid center.
Dude, when I worked at Frankie
like a
G's one
gusher.
time, these guys paid JP, our friend JP or whatever, they paid him to drink 16 ounces of hot sauce. But what he didn't know is they put like a bunch of chili powder in it and stuff too, so they made it way worse than it was. And he drank like the entire thing. He gulped it down. It was like the most amazing thing I'd ever seen. He had like a stern face on. He swallowed all this hot sauce, and then like he was fine like 10 seconds afterwards. But then like he started washing dishes, and he just turned like completely red and like hunched over, and everybody kept asking him if he was okay, and he was just like mumbling. He said he had like a third person experience, like he could see his own body while he was like, he like hallucinated from hot sauce because he was like pulled his insides up so much.
One time, when I was a kid, I was swimming in there's like a subdivision pool behind my house, and I was like coming up to the surface, and I like had my mouth open to breathe like at the last second, and I like swallowed a bunch of water, and then like I felt something in my mouth, and I was like, oh, what is that? And it was a used Band-Aid. And I like pulled it out of my mouth and saw it and was instantly like, no! It was the worst, man. I was like 8 years old.
Dude, holy shit.
Yeah, that was awful.
I think the worst thing I ever ingested was I didn't really understand that if I spilled something on the floor, like, don't drink that shit. And I spilt a soda on the floor of a Chuck E. Cheese in the carpet. I got a straw and just sucked that shit up.
You know how many crumbs you got in there?
Oh, dude.
Some of the kids' toenails.
I know more than you
You know
do.
how much semen you probably got? Like,
I just remembered one.
Go.
Okay.
I got one too. Like Dylan. This isn't me. Well, like Dylan, we were on the going to see our like. I'm like sick and just thinking about it. I'm gonna puke.
Oh, yeah, dude.
Dylan, we were on the way to see our cousins in like Kewanee, Illinois, I think. And we're in the back seat, and he pulls out the biggest fucking booger. It's got blood on it and sharp parts, and it's huge. It's like it's a massive, and it's on the tip of his finger. And he looks at me. He's like, "Hey, Lance," and I look over at him. He bites it with his incisors slowly, so you know he tasted all the salt and everything, dude. Slowly, he started chewing on it like Laffy Taffy down. And dude, I lunged forward. My Adam's apple like popped out, and I puked like purple acid into the carpet of the car. And dude, I ate like nothing before that. It was like pure like acid from my stomach.
Oh, how old was Dylan?
He had to be like 3 or 4 or
This is
something.
Lance's younger brother.
Yeah.
Yeah, Lance, did you say that's the only time you've ever gone wall-wide?
Definitely went walleye. I could feel my pupils look in each direction, and like everything went blurry. It was.
All right, we got Van Sand's story, and then we're going to have to cut this off.
Yeah, so I don't know if mine's that bad, but I got a sausage McMuffin from McDonald's on my way to work one morning, and I was eating it, and I took a bite, and I like felt something in my mouth, so I like spit it out immediately, and I opened the sandwich, and it was like a deep fried corn row. Like,
It's deep fried.
You know what? I feel like I'm so optimistic at the start of these stories, and I don't know why I don't see the bad part coming.
No, never. Because
well, you don't expect a deep fried corn row.
I threw it out the window, and I never went back ever again.
The good thing you didn't like chew on it for a few minutes.
I would have went home, man. I would have been like, day is ruined. No way am I going to recover from this one.
Good God.
Ate a deep fried part of a fucking human.
All right, guys. Well, we've come to the end. Scott, thank you for joining us. Listen to his podcast.
Anytime. Gigapunch.com.
I'm sure I'll be back.
Fatbody, both Scott and Fatbody need to come back.
Dude. Yeah, and as always, check us out on Facebook, facebook.com/daddypatty, and then Twitter is daddio_patio, And then we have also daddiopatio.com. And that's about all.
Guys,
we're on like 7 new directories now, so you can find us like in your car and stuff too. So
Yeah, if you're some subhuman that owns a Zune, you can find us.
If you want to buy
you shouldn't find us on a Zune. Well, like you can find us on a Zune, but if you have one, then don't listen to it.
First, you need to find a
Steve
Zune.
Jobs dead, man.
But either way, if you have a Zune, you know my address. Come try to kill me.
Dude, guys, this is my last podcast for a few weeks. I'm going away to Florida for some training, but I'll be back in a few weeks. But I'll try. Let me know when you guys are doing the next 2, and I'll call in or something.
Dude, he's hiding
All right.
from Steve Gattaker, man.
He's going into hiding.
All right.
Andy, you want to start it?
Yeah. You guys ready to do this?
Everybody, let's do this.
Alrighty. It's
Daddios.